Yeah, that's 730, 1732. Yeah, she cracked that. And nobody gave her credit. They still talking about Shedeur said, I knew it. I was not going to bring that up. But I had something in my bones said that somebody was going to bring that up tonight. Okay, we're going to address it. Donacy? Woo! Some people have more patience than me. Some people like to be, I don't know, like to have their brains scrambled. I'm not one of those people. I got up in age and I don't have time for the mess. That's why I don't even refer to that channel. I just refer to them as that 4-letter channel. And now a lot of people are starting to see what I saw a few months ago. I don't fool with it. I don't like lukewarm commentary. I don't like lukewarm positions. I don't like lukewarm, how can I say it? Just people in general. Either you're going to be for me or against me. Okay? Whew. I hate that so many of us are still even giving that particular show a shine. Because I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not dealing with it. This is what I do know. Shedeur Sanders have said out of his own mouth. Deion Sanders has said out of his own mouth and have alluded to. Because Shedeur Sanders was going to be a quarterback, Deion Sanders started Shedeur Sanders really as a defensive player to read defense. Shedeur Sanders even stated out his own mouth that his father put him as safety, I think it was safety, and nickel, just to understand on how to read defenses. So he could be very productive as a quarterback. And that's why Shedeur Sanders in 1 year at the University of Colorado left there with over 4,000 passing yards. Okay? And guess who, if nobody didn't notice, I don't know why nobody on that show pushes back and say, how can Shedeur Sanders not read defense when his father is Deion Sanders, one of the greatest cornerbacks in NFL history? You think Deion Sanders was not going to teach his sons on how to read defense? If I was on that show, every time somebody came up with some of them stupidest see, they couldn't have no one true on that show like me, because they'll be pulling the plug. Anyone, G. Bush, Titus, all they had to say is, how can you say that? Based off his stats in college without an O-line, how was he able to get those passing yards? How he was able to get those balls to Travis without an O-line? How can you say that when his father is Deion Sanders? They're acting like Shedeur Sanders was just birthed by Pilar, by herself, and Deion Sanders is not Shedeur Sanders' father. I can't believe we're still having these narratives almost a year later, after they seen in Cleveland, they saw what Shedeur Sanders did in 2025. Yeah, I'm about to crack. Whoo. Shedeur Sanders is always studying. I don't even think Shedeur Sanders, the only break I've seen Shedeur Sanders take was in Paris, and he had to come back to the United States because he became a Pro Bowler. Shedeur, they won't even talk about the young man was a Pro Bowler. Even though it was flag football, he still had to read defense to get the ball into the end zone. He still had wide receivers. You mean to tell me I'm not doing it? I'm not losing my religion tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not losing my religion tonight. Let me go back to the comments. Shedeur was calling his own place. Come on. Yes, Faith. Why they not pushing back with stuff like that? Even in the University of Colorado, Shedeur Sanders, because of Pat Schumer was up there trying to throw his last season. Pat Schumer got mad at Shedeur Sanders, if you don't know, because Pat Schumer would call down a play, but based off of the defense, Shedeur Sanders would change the play in the huddle, and that's when Pat Schumer had put a target on Shedeur Sanders' back. Even it came out during this time last year that from inside of Colorado University locker room, there was a coach talking bad about Shedeur Sanders because he changed the plays. Let's not forget that this time last year, there was anonymous sources coming out that Shedeur Sanders changed the plays in the huddles. The reason why the young man was changing plays in the huddles because he can read the defense. Why nobody is talking about this in Cleveland? I don't want that don't even play football and I know all of this. Why isn't Titus or G. Bush pushing back with logical narratives? Logical narratives. Did we see what Shedeur said? Oh, I forgot. Damn, sorry. They just don't want to. Oh, they just don't want to. Oh, Lord. Trust me, the degenerative knees is not good again. Oh, Lord. Yeah. No. I'm not even calling his name over here. Them two J's, I will not. The only one pushing back was G. Bush. But I want him to be aggressive, Donna C. I want him to hit. Because, look, listen. This clip that's going around now, I saw it on Big Snacks or Simply Dropping Ball. I seen it on Football Things. And I seen it on, I think it was, I Love Hip Hop Live, the Brothers channel. And in the clip that everybody is going around. Yes, G. Bush pushed back, but he should have pushed back a little bit harder because this is stupid. And so this is the thing. And I told y'all how I used to watch that channel, the 4-letter channel. Like he does push back, but he lets a little bit too much go for my taste. Okay. But today in that clip that's going around, what's his name? Bull was saying that you heard it too. You know it heard it. If I was G. Bush, I would have said I haven't heard nothing like that. See, because when Bush was throwing that out there and it was giggling, I think it was the clip with Jason Lloyd said his name and Bush, not Bush. The Bull was kind of double teaming G. Bush at that time when he was trying to get his talking points out. And it was like, yeah, you know what we talking about. We know what we're talking about. If I was G. Bush, I would have said, I don't know exactly what you talk. I haven't heard those narratives, but he didn't push back. He didn't push back. I hate bringing up that show. Yeah, Pat told Kevin all that mess. Yes. And like I told you, Amber, Pat Schumer was Kevin Stefanski's mentor at the Minnesota Vikings with, and LaJohntay Wester could do such great things. Yes. That's what happened to CU last year. And those quarterbacks were scared to change the play. Hold on. Now see here, Amber, you know exactly what you're talking about. Just based off that comment right there, that lets me know that you was watching What She Said Sports last year, and you was watching those games, and we heard the narratives. And that's why Salter, in his last eligible year in college, he basically had to forfeit his career yesterday. And remember, they wouldn't even give him a wristband because they didn't want them changing the plays like Shedeur Sanders, but they eventually got it, but it was too late in the season. Yes, Salter was scared to change them plays because he saw that narrative that followed Shedeur Sanders in the NFL. But based on what we know, nobody from Colorado got invited to the combine. And if I would have known this, I would have picked up that phone and called Salter. I said, look, Salter, I can look in the future and nobody from Colorado is going to be invited to the combine. So, yo, man, go ahead and save your stats and your potential draft pick and go ahead and change them plays. Because Pat Schumer, guess what? At the end of the season, he's going to be gone too. Salter didn't even get an invite. Now, I do got to look up, Vestas, and y'all done got me hot tonight. I ain't even played them other clips. I got to play them clips, but I need to see when is University of Colorado Pro Day. University of Colorado Pro Day is expected to take place late March or early April. There's no date right now, but I will be watching that. Let's see here. The way they would have fully believed they would be bleeping you out and escorting you off doing a commercial break. I don't know what it is. And so, okay. So let me look at it from another standpoint, okay? Gosh, I hate looking at it from another standpoint, but I can see I'm just gifted with seeing both sides of the field. I'm gonna say this. I will say this. I don't want to. I ain't gonna say it. Nah, forget it. I ain't gonna say it. Don't be lukewarm. Don't be lukewarm when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. Stay 10 toes down. I'm not saying it. I'm not giving nobody grace and mercy. Stand on 10 toes down regarding Shedeur Sanders. Hot one day and cold the next. My thing is, if you're gonna go viral, go viral every day, because you don't stood on Shedeur Sanders. But Shedeur Sanders 10 toes down